This is your boy, God's chosen one, man. Today is stronger in the word, man. Because knowledge given in this world is foolishness. And as you continue to read your life and all the books of the Bible reference, you can see that there's a big deception. The world isn't as it seems, and it's not supposed to be like that. There's certain people who are trying to absolutely get rid of this word and twist it. But you just keep reading, man. As you can see, you can be as smart as you want to. You can go to all this new age religion that you want to. The word is alive. It tells all the truth. You just seek it. You know what I'm saying? You seek that knowledge. Don't be destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Because that's what they want to do. They want you to be a sheep. If you have the knowledge, you'll be ready to combat it. These wicked people trying to deceive you. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we're in the great book of Genesis, man, chapter 10. Last time we got to verse 8. And let's continue. Genesis 10, verse 9. He was a mighty hunter before Yah. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before Yah. And the beginning of his kingdom, the word kingdom, was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Kelna, in the land of Shinar. Right. Keep that in mind. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel. So, read your book of Jasher, and let's just see what's going on in this kingdom, okay? Jasher, chapter 7, verse 30. And Nimrod became strong when he put on the garments that he was given, right? Originally stolen what he was given. And the Most High gave him might and strength. The Most High gave him might and strength. And he was a mighty hunter in the earth. Yea, he was a mighty hunter in the field. And he hunted the animals. And he built altars. And he offered upon them the animals before Yah. You see this? He started off with good intentions. Even though his name was He Will Rebel, he started off with good intentions. Let's keep reading. And Nimrod strengthened himself, and he rose up from amongst his brethren, and he fought the battles of his brethren against all their enemies round about. They had enemies then. They was making war then. See? Some things just didn't go away. You know what I'm saying? We have 3 people who have populated the earth, and they can't get along with each other because that sin is still in them. You know what I'm saying? He may have wiped out everything, but as you can see with Ham was just doing all kinds of sinful stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's embedded in him. You know what I'm saying? And Yah delivered, see? And Yah delivered all the enemies of his brethren in his hands. And the Almighty One prospered him from time to time in his battles, and he reigned upon earth. See that? It's the Most High that gives armies victories. It's the Most High that stirs up things, man. It stirs up. It's like in the Revelation, like I said, it's going to stir up those Medes and those Persians. It's going to stir them up. It's going to stir them up. That's why the U.S. trying to get rid of those Iranians, because those are the main ones he's going to stir up. Therefore, it became current in those days when a man ushered forth those that he had trained up for battle, he would say to them, like between his brethren and the children of Japheth. You gotta remember, Nimrod's a Hamite, right? And these Hamites produce people of Israel, Cush, Put, Japheth, and Ashkenaz, Javan, Medai, Magog. These are these Asiatic black men, right? Against these African black men, right? And Nimrod went forth at that time, and he assembled all the sons of Cush and their families, about 460 men. And he hired also from some of his friends and acquaintances about 80 men. And he gave them their hire, and he went with them to battle. And when he was on the road, Nimrod strengthened the hearts of the people that went with him. Why wouldn't you? Got this suit of these garments that give you this strength. Why wouldn't you be confident? Straight from Almighty. And he said to them, "Do not fear, neither be alarmed, for all our enemies will be delivered into our hands, and you may do with them as you please." And all the men that were about 500, and they fought against their enemies, and they destroyed them and subdued them. And Nimrod placed standing officers over them in their respective places. Now you got to remember, look at this. Who was he fighting against? He's fighting against these Japhetic people. He wasn't fighting against Shem. He was fighting against these Japhetic people. You know what I'm saying? You got these Asiatic black men fighting against these African black men. And he took some of their children as security, and they were all servants to Nimrod and to his brethren. And Nimrod and all the people that were with him turned homeward. So they was intermarrying with these Asiatic black people, with these African black people. And when Nimrod had joyfully returned from battle, after having conquered his enemies, all his brethren, together with those who knew him before, assembled to make him king over them, and they placed a regal crown upon his head. And he set over his subjects and people princes, judges, and rulers, as is the custom amongst kings. So when you look at the system of governments today, they have the king or president, and they have these officials. So there's nothing new, man. There's nothing new. These government systems, nothing that we made. It's been going on ever since biblical days, man. It's nothing. All right. So we go to. So let's get to Joshua 7 verse 42. And whilst he was reigning, according to his heart's desire, after having conquered all the enemies around, he advised with his counselors to build a city for his palace. And he did so. And they found a large valley opposite to the east, and they built him a large and extensive city. And Nimrod called the name of the city that he built Shinar, for Yah had vehemently shaken his enemies and destroyed them. So when you look at Genesis 10 verse 10, what does it say? In the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, Calneh, and the land of Shinar. Right? So Japheth is dead on. Not Japheth, but Jasher is dead on. Verse 44. And Nimrod dwelt in Shinar, and he reigned securely, and he fought with his enemies, and he subdued them, and he prospered in all his battles, and his kingdom became very great. And all nations and tongues heard of his fame, and they gathered themselves to him, and they bowed down to the earth, and they brought him offerings, and he became their Lord and King. And they all dwelt with him in the city at Shinar, and Nimrod reigned in the earth over all the sons of Noah, and they were all starts with all these archaeological things dealing with these Hamites, these things they built. They have ancient secrets that was given by these fallen angels, and that's what these Illuminati seek. They have this information still. It wasn't destroyed.